Hi, and welcome to Tea Time with Karen. Today I'm actually in Princeton at a hotel room. I'm here for a conference, and on the way to the conference I got soaked. Everything got soaked. My clothes got soaked. My books, everything that was on me was soaking wet. So I figured it's a good time to discuss that. So you see, this is my book, Is It Mold? And if you look here, it's water damage. So if I leave this book as it is, the pages will dry together and then it's just going to be a clump. I am on the road, so it's makes things a little challenging. So actually I have these Metro cards, they're plastic, and what I've been doing is taking the Metro cards and putting them in between the wet pages so that they do not dry together, and that way, even though I can't sell these books anymore, I can salvage them to some degree. So when things are wet, especially books, it's a good idea. You want to separate the pages. If you don't separate the pages, they are going to stick together when they dry. The other thing we want to do is make sure that they get aired out well, and otherwise they will get moldy. So in this case, you know, these are important to me. They're my book. So I really want to make sure I protect them any way I can. So I'm just sticking these plastics. I had to let the plastics dry, so I'm sticking these in between so that the pages don't stick together, and when the pages dry. If I was at home and this similar situation happened, I would take a big fan and blow it on the book. I would also put something in between each pages, but I would be blowing a fan to keep as much as possible the air circulating so that the book won't get moldy. The other thing I did, I had, you know, brochures and stuff, so I opened the brochures up so that they don't stick together and aired out as much as I can. The funny, humorous thing about this is everything was wet in my bag except for this pack of tissues. So that's kind of funny, because you would think that the tissues would be wet, but they weren't. So anyway, when things do get damaged, you want to make sure that as quickly as possible you attend to them, so that if it's a book, put something in between so the pages don't get stuck together. If they're single pages, just lay them, spread them out. Actually, on the floor, this whole hotel room is now covered with pages and pages of stuff. So you get the stuff drying as best as possible, so you save as much as possible. So anyway, there are more information on how to handle mold in case of there is damage to a house or in emergencies like this. In my book, Is It Mold? So that's available on Amazon. The copies I have with me are kind of soggy like everything else here, but I had a few things, so I'm able to salvage what I can. Anyway, that's it for Tea Time with Karen. I did have tea, but the tea kind of got soaked as well and was too wet, so my backpack now has a green tea flavor to it. So tomorrow I will be live, probably from an herb class, so hopefully you'll learn something new. And thank you for tuning in, and I will see you tomorrow.